Look at a high-speed manufacturing line in motion. Parts move in a blur, robotic arms strike with absolute repetition, and everything looks dialed in. But visual perfection is often an illusion. The critical operational problem is figuring out how to detect that a machine is degrading mathematically well before it actually produces a broken or defective part. This is where Statistical Process Control, or SPC, comes in. It is a rigorous mathematical methodology used to continuously monitor a system and isolate hidden anomalies, specifically what statisticians call special causes of variation. There is a common misconception in manufacturing that as long as every output stays within established tolerances, simply passing the quality check, the process itself is healthy. Relying entirely on binary pass-fail limits blinds operators. It hides the underlying structural degradation of the line, allowing microfailures to compound until the process reaches a state of failure. To solve this, engineers use a specific heuristic, the control chart. This tool translates abstract production data into readable, diagnostic geometry. At its core, it is a specialized run chart that tracks a single measurement variable, like a part's thickness or weight, plotted consecutively over time. This chart maps out a system's critical boundaries. You have the center line, representing the historical process mean, flanked by two static horizontal boundaries, the upper control limit and the lower control limit. These lines define a controlled process. Importantly, true stability does not look like a perfectly flat, unchanging line. Real-world systems possess inherent noise, and a stable process produces expected randomness. We identify baseline stability through strict rules. First, data points fall randomly, distributing in roughly equal members above and below the center line. Second, the majority naturally cluster around that center line. Only a small fraction ever reach the outer edges near the control limits. Recognizing this specific geometry of randomness is mandatory for setting a baseline. Any deviation from this scattered pattern is a statistical signal that the process has failed. This brings us to a statistical paradox. A process can be mathematically out of control, even if not a single data point ever crosses the upper or lower control limits. We detect these hidden failures by looking for specific non-random topologies within those boundaries. The first major anomaly to look for is the sudden shift. This chart shows exactly what a shift looks like. The process average abruptly moves and anchors itself at an entirely new level, abandoning the established centerline and clustering in a new sector. We confirm this shift using strict heuristics. First, if 8 consecutive points fall on one side of the centerline, the average has changed. Another indicator is dispersion. If 2 of 3 points fall beyond 2 standard errors, the process has suddenly moved. These clustered patterns do not happen by chance. They provide mathematical proof that an unrecorded variable, perhaps a new batch of raw materials or a sudden voltage drop, has altered the system's baseline. Not all out-of-control signals happen instantly. Some manifest as slower, geometric movements that violate the core rule of randomness over a longer period. This chart illustrates cycles. The data points form a recognizable, repeating wave pattern flowing up and down within the control limits. This predictable oscillation indicates a recurring external factor is acting on the system, like daily temperature swings or routine operator adjustments. Contrast that cycle with a trend. A trend is a continuous, linear drift in the data, moving steadily in a single direction. Trends map physical degradation, reflecting things like a cutting tool wearing down with each cut, or the gradual depletion of a chemical bath. During both a cycle and a trend, the data points currently exist within the acceptable limits, but their clear momentum guarantees they will eventually breach the line. In process control, geometric predictability is a red flag. If you can easily draw a shape or a clean line through the data points, the process is no longer independent or stable. This leads to the most deceptive category of out-of-control patterns, hugging. This visual shows hugging the center line, with data zigzagging tightly around the average. It looks ideal, but zero natural variance strongly indicates failure. This artificial perfection often points to operators smoothing data, or a broken measurement gauge lacking sensitivity. The mirror opposite is hugging the control limits. Here, the data actively avoids the center line completely, oscillating wildly near the outer boundaries. This wide, empty middle indicates a bimodal distribution, capturing two distinct processes and mapping them as one. This happens when two differently calibrated machines or two distinct tools feed alternating parts into the exact same inspection stream. Ultimately, data that looks too perfect or stays consistently extreme is an illusion. Both patterns prove the integrity of the system has been compromised. Diagnosing a chart is only half the battle. Practically implementing statistical process control on an active factory floor requires a strict workflow. Launching a control chart follows a three-step process: prepare, collect data, and determine limits. You must first define the specific variable to measure. Then, you record initial sample observations from the floor, calculating relevant averages and ranges to establish the mathematical boundary lines. Once built, these charts are not for one-time historical audits. They are dynamic tools built for continuous, daily, real-time plotting. Following this strict preparation ensures that the control limits represent statistical truth derived from the machine's actual capability. Ultimately, these charts belong to the people working the line. SPC is built specifically for frontline operators who physically interact with the process every day. Because of this, rigorous operator training is required. Workers must be able to independently spot the cycles, trends, and shifts that indicate special causes of variation as they happen. While the immediate focus is on daily stability, the data serves a secondary purpose. The standard deviations calculated here serve as the foundation for broader estimates of overall process capability. The true operational goal of SPC is proactive intervention. It empowers a worker to halt a line based purely on a geometric pattern, stopping production before a single defective unit is manufactured. The control chart provides a visual language that translates invisible statistical probabilities into an immediate requirement for corrective action.